Hello YouTubers, today I have a small project for you. I faced a problem that I couldn't find the action camera holder, which is with magnetic base, which would be very rigid. Even though the camera is not very heavy, I still need to be attached strongly with magnet to the different magnetic items. And I came up with a small idea. I have a standard DJI Osmo 5 mount, and I wonder, I have this indicator holder, so it will be used mainly for the light, but why not try to modify it to use with Osmo Action 5. So basically I came up with a small idea that I will mill and lead it, or turn it down with lead. So I will basically have aluminium part to be clamped down here, so it will be 3 millimeters wide. Then I need to have some kind of, because I want to rotate it, I need to make it the maximum of 13 millimeters high. Then I need to have stick which will be going through the mounting hole of the indicator. So this will be 9 mils, sorry, 8 mils. I think it will be 50 millimeters of length. Diameter will be 8 mils. And on the bottom I want to make M6 pitch, so I can screw a weight on it, so it will be probably up to 12 millimeters of length. So this will look like that. And why? Because I want to add or try some kind of leveling mechanism. So for example, if something is going through it and it's on the angle, so the weight will automatically adjust the camera on the right angle. So hopefully will it work. So I will mill or use lathe to turn down some kind of donut from the steel, which will have internal M6, probably diameter something like 30 to 40 millimeters, and it will be approximately 10 to 12 mils height. So, and yeah, let's see how it goes. So, but probably I will use this very often to make the YouTube videos. And the magnetic base is pretty strong. So, for example, this is steel plate, and approximately 20 centimeters with it, and it's approximately 12 millimeters thick. So I see no issues why it should not hold the action camera. So, and it will be pretty strong. So let's see how it goes. So I will turn this bar to 30 mil. I leave here 50 mil for 8 mil. Maybe not 40. 10 millimeters of smaller diameter. Yeah, that looks about right. .65. So let's tap it with M6. hold it. Oh, here is one steel round par leftover, so let's try to machine it as counterbalance. Let's see, will it work or not? So all the parts which are needed are on the table. So we have a magnetic base, we have original mount for indicator, we have DJI camera mount, we have DJI bolt with plastic head, we have M5 long nut, we have small M4 screw, and we have a counter weight which I just machined out of steel. So in order to put it together, firstly I will lock down the DJI to the machined attachment. So basically the screw is here, so I can lock it on the shaft so it won't rotate. Then I'll lock it down. And now I can screw on the balance weight. And basically I will use thick steel plate to fix it down. So how it works is that you set the angle, and this part will basically so you see, whatever I mount angle, so it will rotate automatically. So basically, yeah. Then I can screw down, lock it firmly, leave the shaft, hold it slightly, screw it down, and now it's locked. So basically it will look like that. So you can rotate camera angle here, no problem. Final product is ready now. Camera is attached to a magnetic base, and the base is clamped down on this thick steel plate. So everything is, it's really rigid. So I think you can even use much heavier cameras. Of course, the balancer needs to be different. The machine part also needs to be different, but yeah. I think probably you can also maybe use to attach some kind of Steadicam solution, so it will steady it for you automatically. But what was the main purpose was actually that I can take the camera easily with me. So whatever is metallic, so I can mount it. Of course I can adjust it to the right, to the left, but I will do one live demonstration. So for example, if I'm doing milling machine works, I can really put the camera really close. So there will be really cool chips flying, so or whatever. I want to take it to my lathe so I can, you know, clamp it down to the tailstock. So yeah, so I can move it with tailstock as well. So, and I can move it to the cross slide, so to have really close footed. So, but yeah, this is how it came out. So I'm happy with the end product. Some things could be a bit different. For example, if the camera is mounted, the weight is a bit low side. It won't turn it like heavily, but it's kind of balanced. But if the camera is removed, it's working very good. Okay, so it came out pretty well. Some machining work, some aluminium, but other than that, quite straightforward. So if somebody wants to make it, you can use this tool as a guide, because you can modify it from your point of view, but I will make a quick drawing, so if you want to, you know, regrade it or modify it slightly, no issues. So it's just a rough reference, so you don't need to make that exact with diameters. The most critical dimension is that, because it needs to be close to 3, because it needs to be mated with this part. So this one is approximately 17 mils, 17 millimeters. This part is 8 millimeters. So, but yeah, if you have any type of other shaft or holder, this is 8, and I think that's 4. So whatever will fit for you, or it's different. And this part is M6 standard bolt, and the length is approximately 12 millimeters. And yeah, this part is 40 mils. So the hole, because the DJI screw is 5 mils, is 5 millimeters of diameter. And what else? This radius basically is, I used 12 millimeters end mill, but if you have larger one, you will have it a bit more beautiful design. But yeah, and it really depends, because there are 2 types of DJI mounts. This one is the distance between the plate and the hole is smaller, but there are also larger ones, so keep that in mind if you're creating that area or machining that area. So this one is approximately, I would say, 8.5 mils to the bottom from to center. And yeah, M5 nut is basically standard. I used long one because it's much easier to hold it and screw it and tight it. So what else? Yeah, and basically the balancer is 46 mils, height of 25, 25. The angle is here is basically just to avoid any contact with this rod, because it's not that important, but I think it's approximately 30 degrees. So yeah, this is doesn't really matter, but 26. And of course there is through hole, and it's M6 times 1 millimeter pitch. But yeah, what I will do differently is that maybe this part should be a bit shorter, or the balancer should be, you know, a bit heavier. But if you're not mounting the camera on the holder, you can actually use the aluminum one, because I tested with the aluminum one, so it working pretty good, but it really depends how easily this part is moving. But yeah, this was the project. Thank you for watching.